The other day, me and a coworker were discussing Ender's Game, the book, not the movie. And my coworker said that Ender was a sociopath and it was incredibly obvious. And I was like, I don't remember that in the book. How is he a sociopath? And he got super pissed at me for doubting him or some other bullshit like that. And I was like, what the fuck? And that's not what the word obvious means. The word obvious means it's fucking obvious. If you have to explain it, then it's not obvious. Even as someone who's an absolute complete dullard, if it's obvious, then it requires literally no explanation whatsoever. Now, I'm totally okay with Ender being a sociopath. I mean, most books cover sociopaths and shit like that. It's fine. Just I don't recall any particular instance. And my example to him was, at the end of the book, story, movie, whatever, he felt guilty about killing every single alien. Something a sociopath would not do. A sociopath also wouldn't go out of their way to raise one of the fucking stupid-ass little alien eggs. Now, at the end now, I didn't bother reading part 2 and 3, so clearly this dude had way more insight than me on the character. All the same, if it was fucking obvious, dude wouldn't have needed to explain it to me. He got super pissed. Fuck him, he's a piece of shit. People do that shit all the goddamn time. They use the word obvious. It's obvious, it's obvious, it's obvious. That's not what the fucking word means. If it's obvious, once again, you don't have to explain shit. Hey, money has value. That's obvious. Nobody needs to explain that to an adult at all, whatsoever. We have figured that shit out by now, usually on our own. But this is obscure information in a book. And I was asking about, and I was like, hey, Ender's a sociopath? What do you mean? How is that obvious? And he's like, oh, I don't want to have this conversation anymore. Whatever the fuck. You know, it's like when fucking theists will goddamn say, ironically, they'll say, God is totally real. It's like 2 + 2 = 4. It's obvious. If it's fucking obvious, it wouldn't be controversial at all, in the least, for 1 fucking second. That's not what the word obvious means. 2 + 2 = 4, that's mathematically undeniable. I mean, I'm sure there's some douchebag who can find some fucking bullshit way to just reverse that shit around and go, fuck you. Turns out according to this algorithm, blah, blah. Who gives a shit? That's not what the word obvious means. Alright? It's only obvious to someone who was raised with this bullshit their entire fucking lives, and they have no goddamn clue. Oh, by the way, fucking books will always be better than the fucking movie. Because a movie cannot possibly copy your imagination and how you perceive those characters. And how you perceive those characters talking, acting, looking. Every single fucking factor of those characters will never ever be copied into a movie the way that you see them. Ever. They can be copied from the way the writer sees them. They can be copied from the way the director sees them. But never, ever will they be copied how you see them. So you will never, ever watch a movie and go, well, that was way better than the book. You're never going to do it. Just fucking stop. It's fine. They're never going to copy your imagination. Who cares? Just enjoy the goddamn movie. It's fine.